Hi, Daniel. Thank you so much for coming down to chat with me today.
Of course.
Are you excited about prom?
I'm excited.
I'm getting very excited too. You know, the first time I met you was at our very first prom planning committee. And I have to say, I was just so impressed by the way you carried yourself and this level of confidence that you seem to have that it really made me want to get to know you more.
Well, I appreciate that.
You're so welcome. So is it okay if I ask you some questions today?
Go ahead.
Okay, I would really love to know. So I know a little bit about your story. In fact, when I first met you, you were sharing with us that you had just found your birth certificate and you learned that you had a different last name than you thought you had. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Can you tell us about that a little bit?
Well, it's just whenever I got my birth certificate, I wasn't living with my mom anymore, and it was when I started, becoming an adult. So when I looked at my birth certificate, I saw that I had a extra last name, and in the school system or whatever, it wasn't in there. So I'm like, wait, what? Like Diaz, I didn't know my last name was Diaz.
Yeah,
and
crazy.
and I was just like, what?
Yeah, wow. Okay, so can you tell us a little bit about what your experience and home life was like that led you to apply for housing with IMU 360?
Yeah, freshman year of high school, I was with my mom, my little sister, my little brother, and, she told us that it was us against the world, but once that was put to the test, my heart was broken. I didn't have no guidance on where to go in life, and I got kicked out. I had to try to find places to sleep and, eat. And it was really difficult. I just pushed through. I didn't give up. Mm-hmm. And I know there's many people in my position. I'm not anything special. There's more people out there, young people that are homeless or are in the same situation as me. And all I gotta say is it's hard, and trying to see the brighter, something positive the next day, it's really, really hard.
Life is hard, especially as a young person, even when you have a support system. And when that support system is taken away from you, it's exceptionally difficult to get ahead. So tell me a little bit about where else you applied for housing and how you ended up at IMU.
Well, I was in this one program called Youth on Their Own, and they helped me. Luckily, I wasn't alone. They gave me a check to go to school, mm-hmm. Keep my attendance, don't give that up. Mm-hmm. And that really helped because with that money, I could buy groceries or, have somewhere to stay at a hotel, somewhere safe so I don't have to be worried about the dangers at night. And just I started signing up for housing programs, family services, and a bunch more. And none of them really got back to me. And one day, my advocate told me to sign up for this one program called IMU 360. And I was just this is my fifth one, what am I gonna lose? So I tell them my story, I sign up for it. And, I go to the shelter, I wait a whole month, and now I'm at a friend's house just couch hopping again. And I receive a call, and it's Desiree. And I remember it didn't have no caller ID or anything, and my friend was about to hang it up, and I was like, wait, what if it's something important? And I pick it up, I'm like, hello? And they're like, hi, is this Daniel? I was like, yeah, this is Daniel. Who is this? Oh, I'm Desiree from the housing program. We would love to meet you and hear your story. I was like, guys. Oh yeah, this is Daniel, and I'd love, to come by. And she's like, is next Friday okay with you? And I was like, yes, that would be perfect. And then from there, we're here.
The rest is history.
Exactly.
That must have been a very exciting phone call. And I know what an amazing and dynamic person Desiree is. And I just love this program that she's built. So what are some of the things that you've experienced in this program that have been a positive impact to your life?
Knowing that I'm not by myself.
Yeah, that community and that support that you get, I'm sure, is really, really amazing.
It is, especially with all my neighbors having similar stories, but different in their own unique way, makes me feel like, well, like I wasn't going through it by myself. Yeah. There was other people, like my neighbors, that were going through that tough time, right? I wasn't the only one. I thought so much like, dang, why is this happening to me? And why is this going on? And, there's so many days I wanted to give up, but I see my neighbors and that motivates me to do better, right? To be that role model to everyone else that were in my situation. And I want to be like the voice to all the homeless youth. Right? I want to make sure that they eventually will have a home, right? To give them that hope that it will happen, it will.
I love that. That is such an incredible story that you were at this place where you weren't welcome in your own home and you just had to find your way. As a young boy, you were like 14 or 15 when that process started for you, right? And now you've worked to this place where IMU 360 has empowered you to the point that you want to be a voice and help lift up other youth. That's really amazing. That's really powerful. I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
Yes. Where do you think you would be if you had to imagine if you hadn't got involved in this program?
I feel like probably in the shelter still. That's really
something we don't want to think about, right?
Yeah. I don't know. There's so many things that could have happened, whether it was good or whether it was bad.
Sure.
It's really difficult to say, but I know myself and I know that I would, stay strong, right? Don't give up, because good things will eventually come.
That's amazing. So we know that IMU 360 is building this amazing community with these green tiny homes, but tell us a little bit more about some of the aspects of the programming that has been really helpful to you.
Well, this tiny home provides me with a safe place to sleep, right? It allows me to think further ahead, to go to school, go to work, teaching us so many life skills.
That's great.
Teaching us how to cook, teaching us how to become our own leader, teaching us to speak and communicate with others, teaching us how to save people's lives, so much, how to save enough and have a down payment for our future homes. They teach us so much, and it's so beneficial because as it is who I am today, I wouldn't have the confidence to be talking to you right now, to trying to stand and be a voice to the rest of the homeless youth. And I'm proud to be one of the chosen few to be that voice for them and be that hope that they could literally be here and accomplish anything if they just don't give up and believe in themselves. That's what all the life skills and who I am today, it's because of Desiree and my neighbors and everything that they taught me.
Okay, so we know you're doing great. You're super stable. You've got a roof over your head. Where do you see yourself going from here, and how has the program empowered you moving into your future?
It made me believe that I am somebody capable of having their own home, capable of having these luxuries that I thought I would never be able to experience. Just being able to go to college and being able to, graduate high school, it's amazing how much this program has helped me.
Thank you so much for being with us today, Daniel.
Of course, and thank you for having me.